Alfie, what do you got?
Ah, how I've longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelveswood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms, and as detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure.
Maybe for you.
But as our work is far from done, we still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh?
In pursuit of the past. Done. Into the Eye of the Storm. We're in the Eye of the Storm. Where? Sid appears to be deep in thought. What's up, Sid? It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing.
Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. It may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Must needs! Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid?
You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far.
As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees into matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm.
Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, then even that may not be enough.
Oh, confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements.
The elements? But of course, that's it! We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we can clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering.
Yup, hey dear. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect.
Sure. If you need to get caught up with the current New Game Plus, it's all up on YouTube in hour-long chunks for easy watching.
Though mayhap not you, Graf. When we speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea, since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace. Which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms.
The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. And she does blow.
But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one?
No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertaint.
Don't talk about your taint.
He resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marcus met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marcus was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science.
Graf, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence.
Okay. Sure. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Ah. And off we go. Meow. Okay, so where is he? Is he like down in here? Certainly not up. Yeah, there he is. I found him. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertin. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly. Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Sealed with science. Professor Lambertin is about to show you something you will never forget. Uh-oh. Please come to my chamber for a private exhibition. Ugh. Oh, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow. Unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But on to the matter at hand. Did you say you wished not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, man, at least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials, or hazmat as we determine them. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Ah, fuck you! Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Hey, Zane. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pod to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Alright. To Hahasako we go. Do-do-do. Whoop. Currently we are on A Realm Reborn Part 4. When this is done, after the end of 2.0, I will be doing Binding Coil of Bahamut unsynced, because I don't have the confidence that I can get people to actually do that. Synced. And be successful. And then after that, we're going to be doing Crystal Tower, which I will be doing with a full alliance, and then ideally, well, like an 8-player party, and then ideally just queuing into it. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. A simple clay pot that has been treated on the inside with special alchemical sealant. Yeah. Plus, those things are too hard for me. And for most of my contemporaries. Like, I don't want to do that stuff synced. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertier. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out for his instruction. Which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Okay. With the utmost care, Hahasako is trying very hard to contain his excitement and is failing. I'm sorry. Oh, Frabjus Day! Kalu Kalei! Frabjus? That I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lambertien's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the Burning Wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards. In which case, you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Must needs!
Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mirronites lies the most fantastic formation I've found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from a large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Okay. I mean, I don't intend to get killed, but stupider things have happened. Use the maul to fracture the corrupt... the scientific apparatus. Hey, Graf would never, no matter how small and annoying he is. Corrupted cluster. That poor guy. He's doing an ARR relic. Quarrying maul. It would not be a lie to say that the sledgehammer was made for harvesting corrupted crystals. Really? No animation? Okay. Oh. Wait. I have to take it. He's waiting for that fate to spawn for book phase. Poor bastard. That sucks. But if he went and did other fates, he could force it to spawn. So... Oh, Sako. I see you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal, then? Heavy warded pot. This warded pot contains a corrupted crystal. What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertien will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I just showed him the pot. And I don't think he was a child, although with Lalafell it's difficult to tell. They sprout fully formed from the ground. I'm convinced. And we go. Stepping into the groove. My keen scholar sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal, am I right? I agree. This warded pot, blah, yeah. You would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Oh, it is as you desired, a corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. Oh my fucking god! Suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would never have sent you to Hasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Oh my god. Think, man, now you understand the methods necessary to safely correct a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. If it's for the students of Baldessian, sure. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course, but I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. Okay. A promising prospect! Lambertine. Professor Lambertine knows where you might find the crystal you seek. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear.
Fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, seems to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperial castrum. Haha, now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lenosia. Very serious, on the Isles of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamud's talents or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Airport attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you could look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. Alright, let's go. Bye. Goodbye! Wait, is Pharaoh Sirius a plot dungeon now? I don't think that's an MSQ dungeon. I could be wrong. Corrupted crystals? So I've no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly fuck off. I got this worded pot. Oh, I'll be damned. Professor Lambert here did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh god, it's just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. It's probably not pirates. Sienna is frustrated with the progress of her research. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharaoh Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, as I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. I hope you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Ooh. Okay, not in here. Oh my god. Up? Usually it's supposed to tell you whether it's up or... Oh my god. Kaneb. Ah! You saw me! I don't know. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because it's... I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Okay. So there's bullshit happening. I know that there's skeletons over there. Furkman! You keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody hells, lad, are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. Okay. Death, death, and more death. Death is my middle name. Alza Gamilza. The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaoh Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Okay. Sucks to be them. Not gonna fall for that shit again. Oh, Graf, you've returned. Tell me your findings. Really? Infested with undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Welcome back. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Representing the representative, Sienna seems to have regained her composure. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore.
As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous owing to the abandonment of Ferro Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfern, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra! This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself.
Okay. That Bennu is a paid mount. Skyfern! Oh, I'll have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Ugh. Tell me, Midoa, I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or could you release me? Yes, release me and I will go tell her. Let me go to her. Uh-oh. Is it a plot dungeon now? I feel like it might be.
What did Skyfern have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favourite bar wench. Well, what was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my ass the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands.
Okay, cool. Mimidoa, I heard you like to play grab ass. And I heard you like to sexually assault women. It's not cool, man.
Northern Nation, you say? No? Then what are you? Speak up, son. I can't hear you.
Golden feather. The brilliant feather reflects the light as if it were actually made of gold.
Fuck me. Is this what I think it is? Nah, it couldn't be. You found this, you say. Where'd you say you found it? Skyfern, you say? Was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left betwixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Ferro Sirius. He was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done with their own, you see. Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? You've been looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Tell him how the lad lies. Ain't nobody been interested until you came a-calling. Old Bart's up in arms about spirits and so forth. Find the guild, I'd hire some sellswords and let him sort it out. But he'll do it a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll see you there and back. Okay, where's the skipper? What about Gilligan? She beat on my mania till my dreams come true. Oh my god. What? Can we not with this, like, fucking verticality? Please. I guess I could do this, Sienna, yeah. So you had a word with Mimidoa? I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something.
Fuck you! Permission for passage. A slip of parchment granting you crossing the Isles of Umbra.
You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfern superior? I find that hard to believe. This written passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra without me.
Okay, you coward. The reluctant researcher. Sienna has no desire to journey to the Isles of Umbra.
Oh, fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well.
Oh.
But 12 is my witness. If you leave behind me to hide me devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you.
Hey, tell the ferry skipper. Gilligan, the skipper, the something and his wife The movie starred the Professor and Marianne. Ha! Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids. So if it's a simple... Oh, so you got a rip passage. Alright then, climb aboard. Okay then. Fine. Throw you into the goose, sir. I totally forgot about throw you into the goose, sir. Oh, she's like right here. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but... Oh, the hell's with this? Take your pot and go on without me. You've obviously corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. Right into the goose, sir. David. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. I came here to get the pot. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystals. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Oh, good. Sweet somethings. David has a simple proposal for you. The writ Master Mimi Dewa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. I'm trying. When that giant master crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Oh, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not a product of a major thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the feeds from a distance, set the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make a deal with you, Graf. Help me unravel this mystery and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into this situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'll be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Talk to those losers! Erapi Taropi. Lewis.
You sound all right. Dead people. Just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water.
Lewis.
God's that voice. That single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. Took every ounce of my strength to resist.
Alderwell.
It's all full taken. For breeding years was wrecked in the cargo, but those queer dead things, that voice was quite nice.
Weirdos. What's wrong with your... It's like, has like a Jimmy Jr. speech impediment. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if... I mean, that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? History repeats itself. Try and you'll succeed. David is sweating profusely. But if they have returned, that would mean... beg your pardon, I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I've received word that Master Mimi Doa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with 1,000-yard stare to return. Which I'm assuming is you. Lanky? I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. What, really?
What's been keeping you, Nisha? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Yeah, some haughty-voiced harlot's been called out to folk that wanted near the ship graveyard and stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hell, this takes me back to the days as a cannon boy, sailing under old Miss Beard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Ah, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? Some folks say as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in my bones that this day would come, and it has. I bet me bum here a siren's behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind. Them what's got the feathers and lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. It's a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy. Except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after. Any road, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's-born hussy before she takes another soul. Course we can't send you marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man who can't hear a song. Lucky for you, I carry a spare pair, and lucky for us both, I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we best get a hold of her. To the ship graveyard, dish it! It also doesn't affect you if you're homosexual, but we wouldn't be so lucky there, would we?
Actually, it's funny you say that. Alright, Mimi Doa. I'm here.
If she passes down the shore, she'll show us by the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now.
Hey, the shining forecast of instant conflict. Yes, we're repeating level sync from 46.
I'm beginning to wonder, there's some sly bugger right spot us a on here. Quiet! You hear that? It's her! Ah! Well, it sure is her. Look! Out of the water! She's coming, is she? She's come!
How's cum spelled? Tits.
Quick, lad, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight! As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on the thralls and we'll end up on necks and corpses before you know it!
Alright. I can do that. Alright. Charmed Grommet. Okay. Thou. Charmed Falmadare. Skeleton Man. Okay. Okay. Charmed Captain. Boom! Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. I'm better than that edition. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Because I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 Watsits if I gutted the songstress, but can't have everything, can you?
Why do they call you Sally Two Dicks? It's because I have 2 dicks.
She'll not come cruising around here again, though. Not for a while, any road. If she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, I've forgot your name. Remind me. Graf, don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not the old maid, what's his name? Why you've been so bloody helpful? Never mind. Just see you, lad. See you later, fucker. Let's get out of this death trap.
Otan Yoratan. Oh. Hey, David. You got something for me? I mean, it was a siren. How are you able to resist a song? I see. The Master Mimito was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Huh. If he survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you want is safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. Alright, let's go back to the lady. I think I can just fly there. This fucking Garlean shit. I think that's Castor Marinum over there. Sienna, I'm here. She's gonna tell me it's the wrong element. Oh, it's you! Welcome back, Graf. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say. And more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Here, check this shit out. Aha! The conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Graf. Seldom have I ever encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire aspect in ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice aspect in ether to counteract the effects of the raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. I'm gonna fucking kill all these fuckers. Curious case of Giggity. Sienna knows where the corrupted crystal that you seek can be found. Don't fret now, I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice aspect in ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. What's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you didn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hayden's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Graf. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Never. I hope you fucking die. I hope you die in the calamity. In the next one. Oh my god. Speak with Hayden in Gridania. By the Mikado's amphitheater, I'm guessing. Yep. I think we got Valentiones coming up pretty soon. There's like a cute heart emote. Oh my god, okay. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Iron Chest, I presume? Sienna informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though, as Professor Lambertain is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case. And while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Oh my god. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones. Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12's. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested. I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal you couldn't care less about all this, could you? Yeah, thank you. To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there's particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart, I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Murder. Got it. Oh my god, I'm clicking the wrong thing. So... Central? Let's take it across this bridge and the standing courses. Oh my god. Let's fly. Let's run. Let's run. No, stop it. No fates. Lovely weather, though. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I do like how he was like, you don't give a shit about any of this crap, do you? Alright. Oh, none. He does not like sweets. You know that. Red blood-colored ore, a symbol of loyalty and honesty. Maybe when he's a little bit older. Maybe when he's an older, a little bit older of a gentleman, he might carry pocket candy. Oh, he killed that thing. It's fucking dead. Head in. You know I'm very serious about my grandpa lore. Oh, try to not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? That's a fucking terrible smell. Over aspected ether manifested into solid form. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh, I also see you are averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We are for a friend of dreaded gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth aspected ether. I'm gonna fucking kill you! Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice aspected ether, worry not, fucking good. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your 2 previous attempts were for naught. Ooh, deep breaths.